Good to have you back. Now, Gauteng Premier David Makhura says the province will be investing in youth development as well as leadership. One of the mechanisms is the establishment of a youth advisory panel on policy. Premier Makhura was addressing Youth Day commemorations held at the Hector Peterson Museum, this in Orlando West, Soweto. Now, our reporter Lindo Gutlekulu is following that story and joins us now for more. Lindo, good to have you. A big announcement made by the province to advance this plight of young people. Just tell us what the Premier David Makhura had to say today.
Well, a big announcement, but before that, the Premier led a commemoration wreath-laying ceremony together with the City of Johannesburg Mayor Mpho Phalatse, and both of them were essentially, there to ensure that the people as well as young people that were around that precinct appreciate and understand exactly what the day is about. But it wasn't all about that. They themselves told us that it's more than just commemorating, because while they are, saying thanks to those that gave and paved the way for young people today, they also want to help young people which are faced with a lot of issues, including the fact that 2.2 million young people in Gauteng alone are still faced with challenges of not doing anything. So they are not in the schooling environment, they are not working, and there are no programs that they are part of. So today was all about making an announcement to say that there is a way in which they believe this could be solved, and that is with the implementation or the announcement of a panel that has been appointed by the Premier's office. Essentially what this panel will be doing is to help government in terms of making sure that the programs of action are actually implemented when it comes to young people. So this panel consists of people that are activists within their own rights, within their own spaces. You would know that some of them are from the LGBTQI communities doing activism there. Some of them are in activism of women and children protection, and all around their businesses as well. So there is an announcement now to say that these people, 15 young people, including 5 that will be later appointed by the mayors of different regions in Gauteng, will now be able to help government, will now be able to, advise government, but also will be able to hold war rooms where they check in terms of the implementation of some of the programs for young people and check whether they are working or not. So it's frank discussions that will be coming from this war room to ensure that they keep government in check when it comes to programs that they're implementing for young people. Take a listen to what the idea is around the appointment of these 15 young activists that will be helping government in solving some of the crises that are faced by the youth in Gauteng.
This day was not in vain. The 577 young people who passed on here, who died here, Hector Peterson being one of them, Hastings Ndlovu being one of them. Those young people died fighting for a day that South Africa can be free, a day that we could have a democracy, but the day that we could have a government and governments at different levels that will be able to listen to the youth, work with them to solve their problems, hold them along. We must give young people a helping hand. Young people don't want handouts. They want to be there. They want to be. There are many ideas they have. They have energy. They have ideas. Many of them are already doing great things. That's in this team that we will announce today. There are young people doing great things already. We want to work with those young people, and that in that way we're not only talking about the past, but we are also affirming young people to say there can be no future. We can't talk of a better future without the youth themselves playing that role.
Now, Lindo, I understand you also had a chance to speak to young people today. What did they have to say about this day as well as the issues that they face?
Well, it was all about, in fact, getting a finger on the pulse in terms of what young people are thinking, especially at this particular day where they know the history, they know what the sacrifices are in terms of where we are today, but also integrating that with the issues that we've been speaking about, that the province of Gauteng has announced they are trying to fix some of those issues. And young people are not necessarily as despondent as you would have. They are aware exactly of the sacrifices that were done for them. They are appreciative of this, but also also inciting some of the problems and issues that are faced by young people. They are saying that they are willing to work with government, they are willing to, in fact, go into the systems, but they want government to get their checks in order, their, some of the things in order in terms of helping young people. But they've mentioned things like unemployment, but some young people are saying that other young people are simply not taking the opportunities that they have, seriously. And those are some of the calls that we heard from a variety of young people, including school pupils that were there. They are always in their uniform in that precinct of the Hector Peterson Memorial. And what they are saying as well is that you get a sense that they are aware of some of the issues that they faced, but they are calling for the fact that it must not just about lambasting government, it must in fact be about uniting and moving forward together. So take a listen to some of the opinions from young people who are giving us a sense of what today is about and what needs to happen for this country to move forward for young people.
I think that today is a very special day because so many kids back in the day, and they fought for us and they fought for our ability to learn in the languages that we are learning in, and gave us the opportunities that we have today. And I feel like my biggest problem would be the employment in youth. We don't have the jobs, and so many kids have qualifications right now.
I feel like a lot of the youth, they take it for granted, the opportunity that we were given. So I would speak on unemployment, but I think a lot has been said on that. I just want to talk on the youth should take more seriously their education.
Let's strive together. We can work this together. Let's just unite together as people. We can be strong as one.
And then we heard from that young fellow saying we should unite and we can be strong together. Lindo, thank you so much for this update. Colleague eNCA reporter Lindo Kutlekulu updating us on some of the festivities that took place today with Gauteng Premier David Makhura. And as you saw there, some of the young people also adding their voice to today's festivities.